Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horn. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice pop.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Colorado, number 2 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he... Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A quick pass to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Running with power. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The inside handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Dances away from the heat. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. The give is to Miller. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Let's go.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Quarterback checking off. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Miller with the ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's there to make the stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's the handoff. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running it to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd down, going up top. Takes a shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic with his feet. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The give. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's really frustrating. You get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd.
Colorado 14, Alabama 7.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense coughs it up. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Inside the 30. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The offense set for a first down play. The corners are walked up tight. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, gave the defender the business. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Buys a little time. Caught in the backfield. It's McCormick. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll try it over the left side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami! What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Now on second down. On the run, it's Sampson. Bulls his way forward. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Tennessee 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
From the gun, the ground game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback extends the play. He chucks one out to the right. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offense has a second down play. Martinez on the carry. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Just ran over it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, bro. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up trips to the right, the 4th receiver on the left on 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. And the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Miami 14, Tennessee 7.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll try to get outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll give it to the back. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the 2.
What a gutsy call in that two-point conversion. They could have just kicked the extra point and tied it, but instead they decided to go for the lead. They get it executed, and all of a sudden they have all the momentum in this game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The lone back's got it. Sweet feet on the move.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
From the 30-yard line on first down. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. They'll give it to him again. Smashes through. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 15, Miami 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll turn to Martinez. And the Canes get enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
In the red area, it's Martinez.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. We reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Powers through. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's good, and they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Matthews. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll try to do it himself.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the double.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes his connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? Touchdown ball! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Snap in the shotgun. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And he intercepts it.
It's
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Down, here comes this offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They go to the counter. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
That's reeled in. It's Bernard.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the... Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A first down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, dude.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Toss sweep right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement of what?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they got him for the sack. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Looking deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. They knock him down right there.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to pick up a first down. Complete on 3rd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
3rd down. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll go right back to the run. Running toward the... Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession. He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is picked off. trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its opponents.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is good.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Genty. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Going up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Discards a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, If the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
He'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Defense in press coverage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And fire to the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give is to Miller. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
From the gun, running back on the move. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
11-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to buy time. Fires and picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Bernard. Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maybe he's going to give a little cushion. He wants to throw. Turns it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires it down the seam. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Genty. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Can't get him to the ground. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Genty. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Split-backs here. They'll try the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Here we go with the run on 4th down. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0 here.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Boise State. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play. On the run, it's Sampson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's White. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After that, latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He's looking for an open man on second down. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Feeling some heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Snares it outside. It's Genty. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They get to the line quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Power football with the run. And the Broncos have a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. It is good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Hand off from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Vols will move the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Boise State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
They're going back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Matthews. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's 1st down from the 11.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Bishop. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
1st down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Bad offense, good defense,